There are a lot of things that I describe as magic. Mayonnaise? That's magic. Radio waves? That's magic. Turning one of your classmates into a frog? Now that's definitely magic. Shout out to the wizarding folk over at Spiffinmoore College. They're not so different from you and me.
Students are reminded that you can't win either way. Student housing should be character building, not pleasant. Janitor needed in dormitory.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Welcome to 2 Point Radio, where it's a great day. Why? Because I, Sir Nigel Bickleworth, am talking into a microphone. Can you feel it? Can you hear me? Is this thing on? Really, Dennis, if this is off again, I'm going to come in there and dunk you like a biscuit. We'll check that I'm on the air and be back with more sumptuous sound wave salaciousness after this.
Janitor required for groundskeeping. Thank you. audience for dark art. Janitor, please repair magic cauldron.
Why is it that the youth of today believe they can churn out a radio show from the comfort of their toilet seats? The gall! In my day, one had to work for years making sandwiches and polishing the communication tower before they even let you touch a microphone. There's more to radio than ability, charm, and technological literacy. Eager little autodidacts, the lot of them.
Janitor required in lecture theatre. Failing students might want to try something else.
My darling, albeit slack-jawed, nephew Kevin ushered me through cyberspace and into the world of video games. Yes, I played the latest entry in the popular Meat Wizard franchise for Sir Nigel reviews. I was lost, I was cold, I was scared. The controller was sticky and the subject matter obscene. While I'm unsurprised that it appeals to the desensitized youth of today, I'll tell you what I told that chap in the deli. No one needs that much ham. One magical gem out of a possible 5.
Announcement: molten rocks are hot. Poke at your own risk. Students are reminded that I'm not your mum. Janitor required in lecture theatre. Janitor required for groundskeeping. Thank you.
Enough is enough. Are you disgruntled? Of course you are. I'm absolutely fuming. That's why I'm voting for Tabitha Windsock. Vote Tabitha Windsock. Drastic times call for drastic measures.
Announcement: intruders on campus. Oh no. Janitor required in bathroom. The campus is expecting stormy weather. Everyone panic. disappointed in you. Thank you.
To the news and the controversies surrounding Education Minister Tarquin Foxbridge, who allegedly blew his nose on official government documents. Stories like this are scandalous. It's perfectly clear to me that a group of students have fabricated the images somehow, and yet this poor minister faces all manner of backlash and public murmurings. And why? Because he was photographed doing something? I know a witch hunt when I see one.
Janitor needed in dormitory. It's almost the end of the academic year, in case you haven't noticed. Summer break would be a convenient time for construction.
It tends to be a one-way affair, this relationship of ours, and that's how it should be. What do you know about radio, after all? Almost nothing, I'd imagine. Still, it's time for that rare occasion where we put you, the listener, at the center of things. I am the aunt to ease your agony, the balm to abate what bites you, the A to all your cues. I am listening. Oh, and we're out of time. We'll get to your problems after this, all right? All right.
students should check in before trying to learn. The campus is expanding, even more than usual.
It's time for Agony Answers with me, Sir Nigel Bickleworth. This week's problem is from student Felony Bogdropper, who writes, I've got loads of work but can't concentrate with all the noise in my flat. Well, Felony, I advise that you try a change of scenery. Work in the study, write in the billiard room, mill about in the converted mill, why, read in the scullery. Your home is your castle. Utilize all of its many, many nooks and crannies. That's what got me through the hard times.
Your body is a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps. Meteors are caused by active volcanoes and bad magic. I'm responsible for neither. Campus intruders, please not come in. Pastoral issues can be remedied by talking to a qualified librarian.
Do you like what you hear? Of course you do. So why not call in and let our producers know? Recent research suggests that over 97% of our listeners are incidental. That is, hearing by accident rather than intent. Collateral Johnnies, if you will. Nevertheless, I have faith that each radio segment, like a juicy needle in a haystack of filth, is found by someone, somewhere. Well done to you, today's deliberate listener.
Students are reminded to make requests, not demands. Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that. Students with medical issues should go to the health clinic. Weather report. Electrical storms incoming. Frequently asked questions. Yes, we are testing you. Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat. Janitor needed in staff room.
Welcome to the show. I'm Richard E. Hawthorne, and you join me today for 2 Point Radio's Election Day special. We'll be talking all things mayoral as 2 Point County approaches another important day in its history, and indeed, its future. Get in touch to tell us what you're thinking and how you're feeling. Who will be the next mayor of 2 Point County? You decide.
Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that. Results are in. Wow, didn't we do well? is a good time to relax and prepare for next year.
We're back. Today's election sees incumbent Mayor Tabitha Winsock take on all challengers. One such foe is Gumbo McNally. Yes, the cousin of Jumbo CEO, Jumbo McNally. Ms. Winsock has held a steady, some say tedious, lead in the polls over Mr. McNally. But what effect, if any, will his last gasp speech have on today's proceedings? If you missed it, Mr. McNally finished a rousing 12-minute display with a story of how he once took a modest pile of change from his father and turned it into an impressive lunchtime spread featuring sandwiches, crisps, and sausage rolls. Oh, now that is impressive.
The academic year is now over. Library requesting assistant. Janitor required in bathroom.
This from Michelle in Smogly. I spoke to Mayor Winsock after a Q&A once and told her that I'd written her a letter. She said that she remembered reading it, but I'd never sent it to her. So what? Did she break into my house? Or is she, like, telepathic, but just with post? What a lovely anecdote, Michelle. And aren't we lucky to have a mayor that's willing to go above, as well as beyond?
Attention, your finger is not a toothbrush. Janitor required in bathroom. Students should check in before trying to learn.
Oh, I don't know. Where do I start?
The
I've been feeling a bit lost, you know.
orb.
I could really do with a sense of purpose.
Foundation.
Who needs purpose when you've got the orb?
It's not your year, it's just another year. Student requests for administrator. I'll add them to the pile. Announcement: molten rocks are hot. Poke at your own risk. Janitor required in bathroom.
It's election day here in 2 Point County. Who else remembers the year they tried to hold the election through a bungle-made phone application? It's amazing to think that we'll never know whether the app didn't work or if no one voted that year. That's the mysterious wonder of pioneering technology. Anyway, here's hoping that this year we'll get some votes in.
Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Provides healthcare for its students. Well, it should. Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat. Assistants should help with the running of campus facilities. They really should.
Here's a word from Jeffrey in Blyton. I, for one, think things have been all right, but you know, could they have been better? I think I speak for everyone when I say, yes, maybe they could have. Thanks for your time, Jeffrey. Wise words.
Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet. Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no.
The witching hour is almost here, and this journalist's heart is positively beating with legislative excitement. But while we wait for the final count, I'll leave you with this. I spoke to my neighbour last weekend, and he informed me that he never decides his vote until he's in the booth, giving that fateful cross to whichever candidate has the funnier name. Just goes to show we're all a bit of method and all a bit of madness.
Students are reminded that you don't have to ask to go to the toilet. academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The summer is a good time to relax and prepare for next year.
The votes are in, and we're hearing that it's a landslide victory for Mayor Tabitha Windsock. Some people are bound to be pleased, while others must be feeling something else entirely. What we do know is that democracy has triumphed, meaning that, yet again, the people of 2 Point County will be getting what they asked for. We've made our bed, and now it's time to sleep in it. Good night.
Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that. Announcement. The campus just got bigger, not necessarily better. Janitor required in bathroom. Welcome, new students. We're more afraid of you than you are of us. Assistant to the library. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Felicity Bellbottoms, and you may be listening to Campus Radio. Unfortunately, our broadcasting signal has taken a hit due to some of our equipment being prematurely recycled. One of our reporters is in a skip, looking for the parts as we speak. So, consider that colourful visual, and we'll be right back.
Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat. Failing students should try to be less terrible. Issues can be remedied by talking to a qualified librarian.
We're back, and so is our broadcasting signal. Thanks to Hugh for getting in the skip. By his own account, he was happy to do it. adding that the view from inside the skip offered him an entirely new perspective on campus. Now, if that's not an idea for a segment, I don't know what is.
Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. Janitor is needed to collect litter. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no.
Let's hear from Hugh, who's fresh out the skip with a story about an unusually cloudy weekend for one of the county's hottest locations.
Students at the Breaking Point campus were expecting a weekend full of sun, laughter, and knockabout fun. But a dark cloud has washed away their optimism, leaving them with sadness and no real use for all that sun cream. They were forecast a weekend of sun and balmy temperatures, but what they got was a drizzly and altogether grey affair. Spare a thought for them, sitting inside. Their sandals, sandless. Their skin, cool and unburnt. Fliss, back to you.
Weather report. Electrical storms incoming. End of year results are now available. No unauthorized panicking. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
New to the Crumley student range, instant casserole. You want a warming meal, but you've not got all day.
Come on!
With Crumley's new instant casserole range, you just add water, and you've got something a lot like casserole. Just like Mama used to make.
Start of a new year. I'll be your host. Hello. Body is a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps. Lost and found report. Empty cardboard box. Oh, never mind.
We're now hearing that the board students in Breaking Point have been seen riding around campus in maintenance carts used by janitorial staff and the local Coast Guard. It's a sobering reminder to all of us that you can't take a golf cart without asking just because it's a bit cloudy.
Students with pastoral issues should go to student support. Students should work smarter and harder. Meteors are caused by active volcanoes and bad magic. I'm responsible for neither. Students are reminded that they don't have to ask to go to the toilet. Weather report. The campus is experiencing weather, presumably. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Showering is technically but not socially optional. listeners, the campus grounds are not a toilet.
Sir Nigel Bickleworth on 2 Point Radio. Greetings, and welcome to the show. We all have our passion projects, don't we? Our dreams, our hobbies, our oddly job-like hobbies and odd jobbies. Personally, I moonlight as a writer of mysteries. Up next, I'll be taking you to a black and white world of mystery and intrigue. The much-anticipated return of Inspector Blandry in Pinched Puddings and Just Desserts.
Weather report. It's raining fire. Oh no. Janitor required in student lounge. Doesn't matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities.
It was a summery kind of summer, and Blanbury had scarcely caught his breath, fresh after outsmarting the smuggly cat burglar when an invitation to tea dove inauspiciously through his letterbox. Such are the demands on a world-class detective and conversationalist.
No rest for a world-class detective and conversationalist.
Arriving at Flackley House, our inspector was met with two familiar smells. One promised scones, the other, calamity.
campus, please not come in. Students are reminded that there's no such thing as free time. The academic year is over. Students must vacate the campus. The summer break would be a convenient time for construction. Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
And so to tea, where the sandwiches came and went without the intervention of evil, though Blambury feared the host had been a little overzealous with the cucumber, when, quite of a sudden, the lights went out.
No, sorry, I'm always doing that.
The light came up, and Blambury began to doubt himself. Perhaps what he felt was nothing but a herring of red. Alas.
The trifle! The trifle! They've stolen the trifle!
matter how desperate you are. No urinating on campus facilities. Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely.
Beaver from Bungle. The small car that makes the little things feel bigger than they are. It's a perspective thing.
Janitor required in bathroom. Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you. Students with a long way to go should really get moving.
We interrupt our mystery for the news. Hogsport Lighthouse gone missing. Student strikes cause university closure. And mayor threatens to triple taxes. Lovely. Now that's done, we can return to the matter at hand. Will Inspector Blanbury crack the case? Wouldn't you like to know?
Janitor needed in dormitory. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure. It's not your year, it's just another year.
But who would do such a thing? Who would stoop to the lowly heights populated only by reprobates and trifle thieves?
To the kitchen!
Indeed, the trifle was gone without so much as a trace. However, in its place was a single white glove.
Why, a glove? The fiend must have removed it in the excitement. What good is a glove, dear Blanbury? A glove is no pudding. Ah, but it may yet lead us to pudding. Fetch the hogs.
Attention, your finger is not a toothbrush. teachers should work smarter and harder. Student support can be found in student support.
They followed the jolly hounds through the grounds, the crunch of the gravel building to a crescendo of narrative tension, and then to grass and sight of the lake and the old willow, where, sitting against the weeping tree, they found the gloveless culprit. None other than Foggleton, the butler. Oh, Foggleton! How could you? I'm fired, aren't I? I should think so, yes.
Please put your pencils down. Only kidding. Would campus intruders please not come in? Student Union requires an assistant. Students with a long way to go should really get moving.
Ha! As they say, the butler did it. It just goes to show you never can trust the help. Well, that's another masterpiece in the collection. But how do I do it? Really, it's a deliciously delicate balance of extreme talent and profound humility. Join me again tomorrow for more criminally underrated radio. Ta-ta!
Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that. Announcement. No, I've forgotten. Students with pastoral issues should go to student support. Would campus intruders please not come in? Your body is a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps.
morning, I'm Felicity Bellbottoms, and you're listening to Campus Radio. Later in the show, we'll be discussing another hot student topic: old meat. How grey is too grey? That and much, much more coming right up.
The timetable is not written in stone. Still, we're not changing it. Announcement: molten rocks are hot. Poke at your own risk. You students should make a good first impression. No pressure.
Education Minister Tarquin Foxbridge has once again stoked the fire between his department and the county's student unions, saying, "Tuition fees will rise and they must rise. I spend more on loafer wax than most students do on their entire education. It's just not fair." Thanks, Minister, for that much-needed, albeit clueless perspective.
Failing students might want to try something else. Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Students are asked not to ask questions.
Lectures can, if done incorrectly, be quite boring. But here's our preview of a lecture that has students everywhere wide awake. Avant-garde academic and student darling Omar Figgins began his latest series of touring lectures this week. The early reviews are in for the talk entitled What We Talk About When We Talk About What We Talk About. One student had this to say: "It was great. I barely understood any of it. So, you can imagine." Wow. Reserve your tickets for his visit to your campus today. You won't want to miss it.
Weather report. It's raining fire. Oh no. Janitor needed to unblock toilets. Lovely. Failing students should try to be less terrible.
New to the Crumley student range, Chicken Stompers. Take the smoothest natural chicken matter from Crumley Farms boneless chickens. Add our secret seasoning and a touch of traditional stabilizing agent and stamp. You've got Crumley's Chicken Stompers. Breaded for palatability, they really could be anything. Just like Mama used to make.
Students eating rubbish are reminded that you are what you eat. Students are reminded that it's almost over. Doesn't matter how desperate you are, no urinating on campus facilities. We're approaching the end of the academic year. Try not to worry.
Finally, the matter of grey meat. We contacted Health Inspector Henry Jobsworth, who sent us a very comprehensive 7,000-word report on the subject. Asked for a snappier response, more suitable for radio. He had this to say: if it's just turned grey, it might be okay. If it's been grey for a while, it's sure to be hostile. Well, if it rhymes, it's probably true.
Janitor required in pastoral support. intruders on campus. You know what to do. Frequently asked questions. I believe that smell is you. Announcement: molten rocks are hot. Poke at your own risk. Visitors should be checked in and then removed immediately. Announcement: the campus just got bigger. body is a temple, and you wouldn't fill a temple with crisps.
Here's a question from Gyro in Duckworth. What are some of your favorite panic room pastimes? And thanks for the question, Gyro. I find that you can have a lot of fun with a little bouncy ball. In fact, one time I was bouncing, lost track of time, and it turned out that I'd been doing it for 16 hours. I went cold turkey after that, meaning I was hungry, and took a turkey sandwich out the freezer. Turkey.
Attention, your finger is not a toothbrush. Students with a long way to go should really get moving. Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet. Students are reminded that lightning can hurt, but probably won't.
Here's one for the more advanced panickers amongst you. It's important to be one step ahead. What do I mean by that? Well, you could do a number of things. You could have a trapdoor for sneaky getaway. You could install your panic room in a hall of mirrors. Or you could hang a sign on the door that says, "Out for lunch." They won't know what's hit them.
Janitor needed in medical office. Announcement. Intruders on campus. Oh no. Announcement. Healthy body, healthy mind. I came up with that. Students are reminded to take their time and submit assignments early. Somehow.
Let's take one more question before we wrap up here. Here's a good one. What type of wood would you recommend for the furniture in your panic room? Well, you can't go wrong with oak. That baby's a classic for a reason. Me, personally, I like a maple. It's heavy, and I like the added water resistance. Plus, it's fun to say. Maple.
Announcement. Molten rocks are hot. Poke at your own risk. Showering is technically but not socially optional.
Before you all head off to build your brand new panic rooms, don't forget to take a radio so Harrison can come along for the ride. Now, I know what you're thinking, but Harrison, can't they track me with the frequencies? And the answer is probably yes, but the Harrison Wolf Show is worth the risk. Happy hiding, listeners.
Despite the rumours, the campus grounds are not a toilet.